Chaos training series. This one comes by request. The question was, how can I make a simple bridle system using one piece of rope? Very simple, I'm going to show you how. We have a 200-foot piece of rope here. I'm going to start at the terminal end. I'm going to come to the head of the Stokes first. This being the head, that being the foot. On most Stokes, the head is wider than the foot. It gives you a little bit of a clue of which side's which. So I'm going to come on down, I'm going to pass it through and across the head. You can see these little attachment points here. They're geared for the bridle attachment points. We're going to utilize to go ahead and pass our rope through. So I'm going to take some slack out. I'm going to come down here, pass it through the foot area. From this point here, I'm going to pull some slack. Now ideally what I want is in my right hand, from the Stokes to the terminal end, I want about the length of the Stokes itself. One more little pull and I think will be great. So, let me go ahead and match it up right here. I'm going to take a bite of rope. I'm going to go ahead and tie a square knot out of the bite, around the bite, back in, simple overhand knot. That's our safety. The other side here goes back another 190 foot. I'm not worried about a safety on this side. I'm going to go ahead and drop it now. I'm going to come back to the Stokes. I'm going to grab the head portion and the foot portion and pull them up. Just like this. Now from this point here, I can adjust where I want this bridle to be positioned. I want the head slightly higher than the feet, which means the head portion needs to be shorter than the leg portion. So right about here looks pretty good to me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this head portion and I'm going to do a little round turn there. I'm going to take the side here of the foot portion, do the same thing. Now watch my hands. I'm going to come underneath it and I'm going to bring them together. I'm going to come by and get my overhead anchor, attachment point, clip it through these. By passing them through like that, it's going to keep this in place and not allow it to really move. So now, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up, and our Stokes should be positioned so the head sits higher than the feet. So there you have a really fast and simple way to create a bridle system using a length of rope. Thanks for the request. Anybody else have anything they want to see, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to do it for you. Until next time, stay safe, stay progressive, and keep training. Alright, so here's part 2. It's hot in here. We tweaked it a little bit, okay, just to give you a different idea of things you can do. You can see we're using the same bridle system we created out of one piece of rope. Nothing's changed there. We added 2 things. One, this baby here, the UFO, or Universal Focusing Object, is made by Rock Exotica, and the cool thing about it is you can look, there's different attachment points in multiple different angles. That's how I can get this perfect angle here, coming off my overhead, off the UFO, right down into the Stokes. The second thing we added were these Prusik wraps, one on each leg of my bridle system. This is going to allow me to adjust and position the Stokes exactly where I want it to be. So we can go ahead and rig all this prior to putting our victim into it. We can haul up a little bit, get it off the ground, and kind of see where the plumb point or the balancing point is. From that point there, we can adjust. So we know now from part 1, we want this head to come up. The head, we want to have higher than the feet. So it's a simple adjusting. You pull up, push down. Pull up, push down. And you keep doing that until you get the positioning that you want. That looks pretty good there. If it was too high, I simply take my hand and slide them where I want them to go. These triple wrap Prusiks are rope grab devices, so as weight pulls the rope down, it grabs the hitch. Torsional friction grabs this, holds it in place for you. So right there looks pretty good. I can even tweak it a little more if I wanted to. Now I get the head above the feet, and I'm ready to go. So there you have a little bit of a tweaked version of part 1. I hope this helped you out. If you have any other questions, send them my way. I'd be more than happy to help you out. So until I hear from you again or anybody else, stay safe, stay progressive, and keep on training.